the explosion began. Ooh, the Midwest Staffing Conference is coming up in April. We're like about 23 days away. We got phones ringing. We got things going on here. I got the one and only Lance Duke Snyder in the house. What's up, Lance?
Hello there, Richard. A lovely day to you.
Dude, I got to tell you, Clay, I got to tell you real quick. I love his backdrop. For March Madness, he looks like he should be a coach, don't he?
Nothing better. Yep, I love it. I'm always looking at something interesting when I have meetings with him.
My
Lance,
home away from home, Richard.
Home away from home.
Yes.
Love it, man.
Spend a lot of time at the office.
Well, hey, you know what? That's how we get his stuff done. Sometimes, that remote's great, but that office, man, putting that remember back in the day, like I used to work till like 8 o'clock at night, go in the office, nobody's there, hit the light on, grab yourself a beer and just like go to work. It's like best times. But we got some exciting stuff going on here. So I'm going to throw this up here real quick here. I mean, dream, dare, do. I mean, I got to tell you, being in marketing, I love that. So do you guys want to break that down? How in the heck did you get that creative name?
Clay, you want to run with that?
Well, I think you were a little more involved in the planning on this, but, really, I think it encapsulates what we're trying to get out there as far as information to all of our attendees at Midwest Staffing Conference this year. You need to have the dream first, right? You need to have the vision. You need to have that piece so you have something to shoot for. Do is just that, right? And these people that are attending Midwest Staffing Conference, these are the doers out there, to me, the ones that want to push the ball forward, that want to move our industry forward, their company as well. So it's doing, right? It's going out and it's taking something away that's actionable from the conference as well, and maybe installing it in your day-to-day, what you do in your operation. I'm sorry, that's the end. That's do. Dare, I mean, that one's easy, right? You do have to think outside the box. You have to challenge yourself. And, in the end, I think it's really simply daring to be different, do things different, look at things different, and push the envelope. Again, whether it's in the industry or in the niche that you service or in your company, or sometimes even just within your office setting. So dream, dare, do. It sums it all up in a couple good words.
I was going to say, Clay, everybody, we're really pushing on AI. I think AI is a part of our lives, push forward. But guess what? This was not utilization of AI. This was collaboration amongst teammates. We got together, really said, hey, and we actually really strategized this and went dream, dare, do. So I'm real proud of everybody putting this together.
Dude, I love what you said there, Lance. No AI, no ChatGPT or Claude for this. This was like human connection, like a powwow sitting around saying what we can come up with. Love it.
Yeah.
So I got to ask both of you guys, how long does it take to get this conference going on? I mean, like seriously, when you guys pre-plan this, Lance, I mean, is it 6 months ahead of time or what?
That's a great question. So we have an amazing team and a bunch of great volunteers. So we've actually kind of gotten used to working together, but no matter what, we actually normally fire this up probably about the October, November timeframe, get the committee together. We always say get the band together like the Blues Brothers. And we normally and we shoot for end of December to really have a lot of speakers tied up there, Richard. And so we've been really going at it here, really just trying to plan, get the speakers in place, get the agenda in place, and then go ahead and really just start recruiting and attending. So it's a big team effort, and we really push on the board, push against our members just to try to all come together collectively. And this Midwest Conference is just amazing how we all come together on this.
And I got to tell you, the keynote speaker, we're just going to deep dive in with that. Desmond Clark. Okay, so how did you guys reach one of the Bears, athletes there, man, to get him as the keynote?
Yeah, I had to say, Clay from Wisconsin. So Clay is a Green Bay Packer fan. So I'll speak on this, Clay, since I'm a Chicago Bears fan. But one of our volunteers, Monica, just an amazing leader, knows Des. And she's on our committee, and we're all saying, hey, who do we get? Monica says, I know someone really good. And guess what? Monica brought Desmond Clark to us. We interviewed him, and we were all just like, wow, he's amazing. His background, not just in the sports side, but as a leader in business and a great speaker. So we're excited to bring Desmond to the conference.
I was even in awe as a Packer fan. I'm even excited to see him, even as a Packer fan.
So Clay, are you going to wear your Packer shirt around him?
I don't know. Is that disrespectful to Des? I don't want to be.
You might get tackled, man. You know that, right? And you know what? Also, let's not forget, he has a book out, correct? On leadership or something like that, I believe.
Sure does.
Yes, he does. I believe it's called In No Space Between, as a quick plug for his book. And from everything I know about him, not only just his playing career, but his business career, as well as his philanthropy, he is strong in all of those areas. And I think has a lot to offer in a business perspective and a philanthropic perspective as well. So I'm excited to hear Tim talk about that. And I think he talks about that in his book as well.
And you know what? And I do like that, guys, because you see all these athletes like Magic Johnson and all these, after they retire, they get into the business scope of it, and I think Magic even owned a staffing firm. So you know what? Hey, maybe we can get Des to own a staffing firm in Chicago. What do you think, Lance?
I would give it a try. I have to remember Magic Johnson was at the ASA staffing role a couple of years ago out.
Yes.
I think it was in Denver. And I have to say, you're absolutely right. He's just so smart and business savvy. And you're right. He had staff firms and so down to earth. And Desmond is just the same type of person, just down to earth. I just can't wait to have him be our keynote speaker. He's going to open it up for us on 22nd of April.
I might have to get one of them Clark Griswold Chicago Bears hats from back in the day and get him signed it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That'd be a good thing.
I got to tell you, all joking aside, what you guys have for the tracks, you have leadership, recruiting, and sales. How did you guys put this all together? Because there's a track for everybody, every segment of the way.
Yeah. So, it's something like I said, we've really been together. Our partners in Wisconsin and our partners in Michigan, we've all worked together to really have a Midwest conference where we're just like, hey, how do we attract things that actually cater to our membership? And that's how we came up with the sales, leadership, and recruiting. And over time, we've stuck with that because most folks say, hey, that's really good. We bring the keynote speakers in, we keep the series, we have panels going, and it's just a mix. That way it caters to all the audience, not just one. You can go ahead and say, hey, I'd like to go to this type of series, or I'd like to go to that. So we do definitely get a mix of people when they do come to the conference.
And I got to tell you, I was there probably, I think 3 years ago, Lance. And I tell you what, the exhibitors, I got to tell you, just alone, they were all pleased. I mean, the crowd, the mojo, the hype, the energy, it's great. And you guys packed this all in like a day and a half, I believe, right?
A day and a half, the 22nd, 23rd of April. And get this, this year, we actually have 36 vendor partners, and we value our vendor partners. I mean, they are so amazing, and they're part of who we are, the part of our staff and industry. We survive together, right? And they are very, very excited because the format really fits well for them to where they really get to see everybody and get to know everybody. So it's just a great fit.
I love that. And then, by the way, Clay, at M36, the Shark will be going around there with a microphone interviewing them all. You know that, right?
That's awesome.
We will be pumping it up. I'm going to ask you, so here's the thing I have. I mean, you got some amazing speakers on here. I mean, you got Brad Biley of Haley Marketing, Mark Winter. What does it take to call these guys up? Because, they have a busy schedule too, guys. So, I mean, how do you organize all this to get some heavy hitter speakers here for this event?
Go ahead, Clay.
Yeah, I would just say that, as Lance has said, this group, the planning committee, works tirelessly really to fill in all of these slots, not just with a body, not just with a person, but with someone who really is going to be what people want to hear and what they're looking for. And it takes a lot of work. I mean, these guys do a ton of work reaching out to different speakers and different experts in the industry. And frankly, part of the magic that I've seen happen is a lot of these speakers, their normal speaking fees may be double what we're paying them in some cases. So these guys are great negotiators too. And really the lineup that you see is a lot of negotiating some of those fees to the point that, a nonprofit organization like ISSA or WAS or any of these other chapters are able to afford these folks to come in and speak at the Midwest Staffing Conference. I think that's such a huge win. And sometimes it's a little bit of magic involved, but it's a lot of, who do you know, right? And calling in, I don't want to call them favors, but really just reaching out to people and saying, hey, we got a great audience here. We got decision makers in the room. Come on down. We got a great thing going. And I think a lot of people, really get excited. A lot of the speakers are excited to come and talk to our industry. So it's a lot of work. And these guys do just a great job of connecting with these folks.
It's a lot of work, but once again, it's all about all of us together in this wonderful staff industry that we all appreciate. So it's kind of cool when you go up and say, "Hey, listen, could you help us here?" And there are so many amazing, whether they're people in the industry on the membership side or on the vendor partner side. Everybody says, "You know what, I can do that," and they're willing to work with us. And that's what's really nice about it is coming together as a group and having learning, networking, and just have a lot of fun.
And like you summed it up, it's all about teamwork. And 3 states, I don't think people really know this. I mean, you got 3 states involved in it.
Yep. It's something we've all strived to really try to push. I know that Clay, Lori couldn't be on the call today, and myself, we always are pushing to say, "Here we go," and we're trying to get a couple other states maybe join together, just to say, "Hey, how can we all survive together and have the economies of scale?" These are very interesting times, so we're all trying to say, how can we help out our staffing industry folks out there? So we're all just trying to share in education, share in that type of fun.
Unless it comes to college football, right? And somebody from Michigan starts talking about the Wolverines, and then we might like disconnect the phone,
You're
right?
spot on there. You're spot on there.
Oh, Michigan Wolverines. Something else I want to wrap up before we get out of here is, it's like, this is not just for people from the 3 states. Anybody across the country is invited. Am I right?
Yeah, this is going to for you. We actually had some folks last year coming from Texas. We have more folks from Texas coming in from the East Coast. So the word is really starting to spread out about, hey, as Clay said earlier, this is a tremendous value. I mean, for this 2-day event, for what you get, the bang for the buck, sales, recruiting, leadership, education, networking, a lot of fun, legislative, you name it. It's a bang for the buck. So folks are starting to coming abroad to come to us. So it's pretty awesome.
I do want to give a shout out too to the venue. Drury Lane Conference Center it's beautiful. It's a great space. It's in Oak Brook, Illinois. It's easy to get to. It's even near O'Hare Airport if you are so inclined to fly in. So it's a really easily accessible venue. There's tons of hotels and restaurants and bars in the area. But it's a great space too. It presents really well, and I think everyone who's attended has really enjoyed the space and the breakout rooms, and everything is top notch there. So worth mentioning.
As well as Clay, I think this is our 4th year in a row. They love us, we love them, and we're all starting. It's almost like getting on that bike. You really know how to ride it. We're all getting used to each other. It's pretty good.
Yeah, it's nice when you kind of hit the ground running on these. Yep.
Yeah.
Well, you know what, the guys, that's nice to have the same venue every year, because then you get to know the people and where the layout is and stuff like that. It's like magic every year. Here we go. And then the people that's attending, they know where to stay at. They know the different restaurants, bars. By the way, last time I was there, the food, Lance, at lunchtime was superb. It was incredible. So I'm sure this time's going to be great too.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Richard. And once again, the Staffing Shark, Richard, we really appreciate the partnership, everything you do for the staffing industry. So thank you very much.
Yeah. And you know what, guys? I haven't been on a stage in 2 years, and I'm back at it. You guys are the first kickoff for this. So it's look out. The Sharks coming on stage a couple of times this year. So look out.
Go get them.
We are excited.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. One thing else I also want to add, because some of these people might be on the fence of joining you guys, and I definitely want everybody to come. Do they have to be a member of ISSA to join, or any of the other organizations, or can they just come to the conference?
So bottom line is there are ways members do get a discounted price, right? But if you're a non-member, there are non-member prices. So all members out there in staff district can do it. On the vendor partners, there's a certain amount of vendor partners that actually can fit into this, and we're all full in this one. But we actually have many opportunities come up here, including the Owners Executives Fall Retreat that we're looking for sponsors right now for.
Oh, I love that. And before we get out of here, I keep saying this, but we are getting out of here, guys, because I know these guys are real busy here. Can you talk a little bit about the young professional, one of you guys? Because I think the ISSA really does a young professional program that's amazing. I see it all the time on ASA. Can one of you guys elaborate about that, maybe Lance?
Sure. I want to divert to Clay because he's a heck of a lot younger than me, but I will run with this because of ISSA. But it's something we've always strived for on the young professionals. That's the future for all of us, right? So we're always trying to strive to create that group and try to give them opportunities for being in their venue and having their own little, area. And so we have always tried to push young professionals. I will say it's different trying to push for young professionals. We're always trying to get more in there. I think sometimes maybe they're the ones really doing all the work. I don't know. But the bottom line is it's something that we continue to say. And I can tell you, as we've been doing this, we've been seeing these amazing young leaders come up, and now they're starting to come into our board. And Clay, I know you can probably talk to yours. I'm just amazed with some of the great energy and the great creativity that some of the folks from the young professionals are starting to bring to our association. And I'm excited for where we're going to go in the future, Clay.
Yeah, unfortunately, we don't have a real strong young professionals group yet for WAS. We've kind of tried to get that rolling a couple times, but I think to Lance's point, getting some of those young folks into these different events, even if it's not a young professionals organization, it's attending webinars or going to Midwest Staffing Conference or any of the other opportunities that our chapters offer for information and for education, are just kind of a way to get people in the door that are in our industry, getting exposed to what this looks like and the benefit of not only events, but being on the board and being involved in these organizations on the kind of behind the scenes side. Because really, as we know, once you hook them, you've got them. So, we want them, right? We want our organizations and our chapters to be as strong as possible so we can support the industries in our states the best way we can.
I love it, guys. So one more time, here it is right here. Dream, dare, and do. April 22nd, 23rd. You got to be there. Tickets are still on sale there. Reach out to myself, Lance, Clay. Hey, thank you guys for coming on. Coach Lance, I mean, I got to tell you, you look like a coach, man. Doesn't he, Clay? I got to tell you.
Totally does. Yes. Right now. Start throwing some chairs.
Man, my head is swelling, gents. My head is swelling.
He might be signing autographs too. You never know at Midwest. Look out. Duke might be in the house. We know he will be there for sure. Hey, guys, once again, thank you so much. That's a wrap. We'll see you April 22nd in Illinois. Take care, guys.
Thank you, Richard. Thank you, Clay.
Thanks, Richard. Thank you.
You're welcome.